If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor look too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life for broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at the beginning, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are done, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 40 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
You write women so well.
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Today is the beginning of the end, and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to redefine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will feel free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a I don't give a fuck. 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 It's time to start doing the right thing. So trust your instinct, stop listening to others, and own your decisions. People will always tell you what to do, and how to live. So let's create space for what matters most to you. You'll be glad you did. Now start claiming your time and your mental well-being by saying no more. No more. Say it loudly and proudly. In other words, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Targets acquired.
Eagle 1, first strike. You have permission to engage the target.
Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back once again. Here we are, or here I am. Not a we tonight. It's just me. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what's going on with Kat. I didn't see her online today, so I don't know if she's okay or maybe she's, not feeling well again. I hope she's feeling well, but that's okay. School started back, if you don't know, and Kat has a child in school, and it's a lot of work. If it wasn't for the help I have with my wife and our parents and all of that, I wouldn't be able to stream very much either. So if you caught the earlier show, it was great. I'm going to clip the shit out of that. When I was watching back through it, ton of just great great sound bites and clips or whatever the fuck you want to call them. And so that's going to be a lot of fun later. I've sent a couple of people some links, so maybe we'll have a guest pop on. We'll see how it goes. Either way, it's all good to me. I'm just going to hang out. We're going to talk a little bit. As you know, the evening shows are more about relationships, lifestyle, some finance stuff. We didn't talk about any finance today during the day shift. The day shift is mostly political and some finance and that sort of thing. So we're going to kind of go off in a different direction. Again, the earlier show, if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it because it fucking kicked balls. That's what it did. Kicked ass. Man. What a day. What a couple of days, you know. It's a really busy time, you guys. It's for everybody. You know, when school starts back and all of the all the kids are all of a sudden being driven around by their parents, which I don't actually understand. We used to have buses. Now it seems like, everybody has to take their kid to school. I don't know what that's all about, but so we got school zones, all kinds of traffic issues. It's crazy out there. It's crazy out there, guys. And if you are in the dating world, it's probably it's probably a good time. If you're in college, which I don't know how many of my audience is actually in college. I feel like my audience is a little older, but if you're in college or in a college adjacent path. And maybe all the girls are starting back to college now. All of the dudes are starting back. We're seeing all of the little hot rod cars come out to play. Seeing more crashes and all that kind of thing. So that's all, it's all part of school starting back. And it's rough, man. It can be a rough time. It's also a lot of fun. There's a lot of parties. If you're into that kind of thing. If you're not, like me, you just get to hear them going on all, as you drive by specific places and be like, man, these guys need to shut the hell up. I'm kidding. I don't really give a shit if they're having a good time or not. But you wish you had your right-hand drive super back. Yeah, you can probably still get one. The left-hand drive ones are a fortune though. Can't get anywhere. You can't get into one of those for a cheap price anymore. Not left-hand drive. Right-hand drive, still okay. But it's just like the right-hand drive RX-7s, right? The left-hand drive RX-7s. And people don't realize how really rare they are because depending on whose numbers you believe, there was a total of 14,000 made left-hand drive worldwide. And again, depending on whose numbers you believe, and I believe Moz is on this, about 12,000 of them came here. And we figure that there's probably about, of the 12,000 original cars that were imported, there are probably less than, man, there's probably less than like 9,000 that still exist, because it's been 30 fucking years, talking about 93, 94, and 95 were the only years the third generation RX-7 was imported into the US as a left-hand drive. So super rare, like super, super rare. I never realized they were rare because I always had them around. I always had customers with them. And I have, I think it's very interesting, right? Like I just find all this stuff really interesting. And I own 4 of them. But I had a buddy of mine in the insurance business run a database search to see how many had been licensed within the last 5 or 7 years, whatever it goes back. And this was like in 2016, and there were like 6,000 that were registered. That had been registered within the last 5 years. So of 2016. So, I know that several of them have burned, been parted out, wrecked, totaled. So, every year there's fewer and fewer of them out there. And like I said, I've got 4 of them. So whatever, but they're really expensive now, and they should be. They're a very good car for the time. They're ahead of their time, and they're still a good car today. And realistically, they're the last of the great analog cars. Like, yeah, you can look at some of the cars that are just better, depending on how you look at a car being better, but they all have traction control. They all have launch control. They all have a lot of electronics in them. And the FDRX7 barely had ABS, man. Like, it's analog as fuck. So I love it. It's a great car. I love mine. It's really, really good. And so, yeah. Yeah, Rob Dahm he's a cool dude. He's I don't think he's pushing the envelope. I think he's establishing a path that's more normal, right? Like, I know some of the guys that are pushing the envelope that are trying to make, 2,000-3,000 horsepower on rotaries, and they blow things up every day and they rebuild them and all of that. And Dom is more of he's trying to build the everyman supercar RX-7, right? And which is cool. I like it. I think it's cool. I have not talked to him I haven't talked to him since like 2013 or 14, when he was still more interested in his Lamborghini, to be honest with you. So I have that set up for one of my cars, the BMW, well, not BMW all-wheel drive. And it's not a BMW all-wheel drive in his car. In the all-wheel drive car, it's a racing gearbox that's it's the same exact setup that's in the Unicorn. Like, literally, Rob Dahm used pictures of the Unicorn to design the suspension the same, the front diff setup's the same, the transmission is the same. It's a Unicorn that was built in a garage instead of a laboratory. So if you know what the Unicorn is, props to you, because a lot of people don't. But yeah, it's Rob's a cool dude, though. I think he does have the BMW dual clutch in one of his cars, but it's 2-wheel drive. It's not all-wheel drive. And I actually have the same transmission setup that was done by a friend of mine originally, and then it's been ripped off a couple of times since. If you follow Adam LZ, the guys that does Colette's car, they basically ripped off my buddy's design. Matter of fact, I think the parts they use are actually my buddy's parts, and they claim them as that they made them. They didn't. I don't think. I know he just ran Pikes Peak. He just did. It's awesome. He did okay. For a first time, he did really well. So I should talk to him about it, but I haven't. I don't. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's really caught up in the California kind of car scene. So, and that's not my scene. I don't like it. Yes, Rip Ken Block, super cool dude. If you ever got to meet him and shake his hand, you're better for it. Prior to Hoonigan, when Ken was kind of trying to figure out what he was going to do after he was trying to figure out what he was going to do after the rally stuff kind of started slowing down, and he and I had some talks, and actually one of our mutual friends, Bill Caswell, and I actually were in SEMA for Vegas. We were in Vegas for SEMA one year, and had a really good talk with Ken about some potential stuff that it didn't pan out, but that was fine. It's just one of those things. And I really liked Ken a lot. Like, I remember one time I walked on a tool truck, a Matco tool truck, and they had the Ken Block number 43 toolbox on there, and I took a picture and I texted it to him and said, "Hey man, some dude bought your toolbox," and yeah, it was miss that guy, man, miss that guy. So but it's one of those things. Good evening, Siege D. Glad you are among us. It's gonna. I think the crowd's gonna be light tonight. I had to cancel last night's show, and I ended up talking to Glenn on the phone quite a bit last night, and we had a really good talk, and really ended up. I feel like we kind of made some progress on some things, so pretty happy with it, and it was a great talk last night. I wish he was on. I don't know why. I think he's probably sleeping off the past 2 days, which is fine. He should. But, it's one of those things. Of course, this could be him messaging me. Nope, that's not him. So, yeah, shout out to Mr. Glenn Lawrence. So, but I think he's sleeping. I hope he is. He's been up a long time. He needs his rest, man. The dude is... that dude is there for so many people, and I was, I had the privilege, honestly, of kind of being there when he kind of vented a little bit last night. And I consider that a privilege that he kind of confided in me. So, and men need that, right? Like it's, okay. Yeah. Hopefully he gets over it. Men need that a lot. Men, one of the things about, that I disagreed strongly with the other night when I was on that setup panel was that men do not need to sit around like women and talk about their problems. It doesn't do us any good. It doesn't do us any good to sit around with a group of dudes and talk about our problems. Now, I'm not saying that if you've got PTSD or you've got, if you've got issues, right, and you need to go to group therapy an hour or 2, 3 hours a week, or maybe even an hour a day for a little while, and kind of see that other people are going through the same thing. Sure. But for the most part, men, I hate to use the term suffer in silence, but that's really what it is, right? I mean, let's just be intellectually honest about it and say that that's really what it is. Men are just built to not hold it in, but we pick who and when we're going to unload, right? And in different ways, right? Like, it may be that we need a physical confrontation. It may not. It may just be as simple as talking to somebody that we respect, or that knows respect, or that we know respect us. And so I can say something to this person and know that I'm not going to lose that respect. Right. Stepfire, I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's that society doesn't care about men. I think that men have allowed society to determine the path without us really stepping forward and saying, no, that's not really what we need. All right. Like when we talk about this as men in a men's space or amongst men, or even, and I'm sure, we have women in the crowd tonight that are listening. I hope so. Welcome. But it doesn't matter if women are going around saying men need to do this, men need to do that, because men don't give a shit. We don't care what you say. We don't care what you try and tell us to do. We'll listen, we'll nod, and then we'll go do what we want to do anyway. Right? At least, the stronger men, or the men, right? Now, yeah, sure, you're going to get some weak ass dudes that sit around and prattle and prattle and prattle and prattle. You're going to get that, and they'll want to, they're so desperate for feminine attention that they'll go along with it, right? But for the most part, you're going to look around and you're going to see a bunch of dudes that that really are just, they're okay with just being who they are, right? And when it's time for them to, well, there goes Serious Shelby gifting memberships again. Hoorah. Way to go, big guy. Way to go. Good. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. But it's interesting because what we're told as men, all of these different things by women, mostly, that doesn't really mean anything to men, right? Sit down and talk about your problems. Yeah, okay, we'll sit down. And welcome to all the new members. You're gonna see it right here above my head, and you'll be able to, you may even be able to hear the little alert. So, yeah. Anita being Apache. I think it all boils down to hard times and easy times. Yeah, sure. But no, I don't think that's, I don't necessarily agree, because honestly, this has been going on for decades now, right? Ever since, really the 60s, and all the peace and love and everybody come together now, and let's all be one, and sexual liberation for women, and all of this is, you have a bunch of men that you have a bunch of men that will do anything for feminine attention, right? That's what they do. So, welcome, Tagashi. It's but for real men, when I want to talk to someone about my problems, I don't go to a group of people. I talk to one dude or two dudes. A lot of times it's not even exactly what I'm twisted about, right? Like what might be happening. Look, for example, let's say that I'm all twisted up about a business deal that's, a guy's cheating me on, or, I'm getting fucked over, or I'm going to end up having to fuck over this guy because he's being a dick and I just need to get him out of my organization, whatever it is. 9 times out of 10, I won't actually come out and say that to anyone. I will say, hey man, yeah, I'm having a little bit of problems. This is something that's going on, or, hey man, I'm just having some problems today. You want to go sit down somewhere, right? And then we'll just talk about everything fucking else in the world. Dude, we'll talk about the women in our lives. We'll talk about old times. We'll talk about what we want to do in the future. And it'll just be that fellowship amongst other men or women. I can do it with women too. It's not as easy, but I can. And that makes all the difference in the world, right? You broke YouTube, can only send $2 now. That's okay, Jess White. We're good with that. Jess White sends in $2. She broke the YouTubes. It's okay. It's fine. You can try Streamlabs. Streamlabs is much better, and I get more out of it. I prefer Streamlabs. The Streamlabs link is up there. It's a much easier thing to deal with. If you want to send money and support me, I really prefer you do it through Streamlabs. If you must, like Cam does, he does it through Cash App, which I forget about all the time. I don't use Cash App that much. I'm not an 18-year-old, so I don't use it that much. But it works. It all works. So also, Jess, you've streamed for a long time now. Congrats to you. And once again, guys, everybody, you know, Jess and seriously Shelby have laid it down the past few days with the donos, the memberships, and everything else. So they need a little recommendation. If we can get some W's in the chat for those fine folks, that would be awesome. You know, guys, I don't, as always, if you want to donate, I'm certainly appreciative of it. I will put the money to good use in many, many ways. However, do not feel you have to. And if you cannot, do not. If it's money that you need for something else, please keep it in your pocket and use it for something else. And we'll all be really super happy. You gave Teriak 80 memberships and YouTube banned you? Wow. That seems odd. You're giving them money? Okay. Well, maybe it was spamming. Maybe his spamming was he had his spam guard set up or something. But that's okay, Jess. It's perfectly fine. Again, to be honest, I would much rather you do it through StreamYard anyway. Or pardon me, Streamlabs anyway. Plus, it'll do TTS if you do $20 American. So, and then you can hear the cool voice. So, good evening, Silvar Ogre. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Glad to see all of you guys out there. Glad for the support. But yeah, so Glenn and I had a good talk last night. He was feeling a little pressure. He's helping people out. And the other thing is that when men help other people out, women or men or whoever, groups, it can take a lot out of us. And we then need to just kind of then we kind of need to, like, we got to rebuild. We kind of got to restore ourselves, right? $2 again from Jess White in Australian dollars. It said, error, you owned the stream. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I've never heard of that. That's awesome. But yeah, it's awesome. You're doing great, man. You guys are doing great. Hey, what's up, Teriak? Good to see you, man. Everybody is out there. Good times. Yeah, Cam the King's the only one that's donated to me through Cash App too. As far as I know, I don't check it. Chat Hop, everyone as well. Hope everyone as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Men have a give a damn battery that has a. This is really true, right? This is really, really true. And a lot of times, you know, and it's not even the give a damn battery. It's the, I only have so much ability to soak in. I can only soak in so much, and I can only take on so much. And after that, I need to just chill a little bit, right? And I think every man's like, and a lot of people mistake this for weakness. They mistake this for men. And what'll happen is that men will they'll just take so much, and they'll take it on and take it on and take it on and take it on. And eventually it builds up, and then they'll do something that's maybe a little out of character. Maybe they'll get short with somebody. Maybe they'll lash out. Maybe they will go, just disappear for a day or two, and people think they're fucked up. They think there's something wrong. And all it really is that we just need to breathe for a minute. We just need that moment or day or 2 days of just get the fuck away from me. And then everything's cool again. Right. And I think a lot of people just really don't really understand that. Right. Like they really don't. They say they do. They don't. They really don't. So Jess White is not allowed any more memberships. Apparently, that's new. I haven't heard of that. So weird. You may have to like talk to YouTube about that. That's funny. But yeah. So hello, Khalid, however you say that. I'm really bad with saying people's names, so don't get mad at me. Yeah. All right, guys. So if we have anybody that would like to come up and chat, reach out to one of the mods. They'll reach out to me and get the links, and we can get you up on the stream. Another Australian $2 from Jess White. YouTube is sus on me. I'll figure out Streamlabs. Streamlabs like super easy. Just click the link. You go over there. It's like so easy. So, but you can't give memberships. So you can't do memberships. So that's part of it. That was really, Teriak, we're hearing about that. That was funny. So now, again, guys, last night, the reason that I was not amongst you is a bunch of flight stuff that my wife had to deal with. And of course I have to be the good husband and deal with it with her. So I had a very long evening last night. With the changes in travel plans, but it's okay. It's very cool. CG should be a mod. He is a mod. He's a mod. Oh, where are you not a mod? Yeah. Siege D is a great mod, honestly. I like him. He's a good guy. So maple black pepper, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, sandwich. Hot on the spot or hit the spot? Yeah. Just gritted your teeth saying that? Just gritted your teeth. Yeah. Yeah, not a mod over at Donovan Sharp. Did you get a hold of Donovan Siege? It's I was a little confused about what you guys had going on the other night, but I'm certainly open to having him on or going on his channel. Either way, it's very good stuff. Hit the spot. Damn phone, changing your words. Hey, that's a heck of a sandwich. I'm not a tomato guy, but the rest, pretty good. Yeah, that autocorrect will get you, man. It will get you. It will get you all the time. So I heard, and I don't know how many people, if anyone, saw this. I heard that Josie went on a panel the other night and it was just nuclear the whole time. Have I ever driven a Legends car? Yes. I don't like them. I don't like them. First, I just don't like them. So, but yeah, I didn't see it. I heard about it. I did pay attention to a little bit of the audio, and I tried to help Josie out a little bit, but I haven't. I'm not really not really up on what happened over there. So hopefully she's okay. A lot of debate stuff going on now. I think the debate season is starting up. I think everybody's back in school. And yeah, that's it. Smoking Spaceman. Let's see what you got to say here. Not on topic, but need to share. Yesterday, the Quartering had a vid about grow 2 point about. I'm assuming that's how 2.9 billion Americans had their personal info, including SSN, name, address, phone, email, a lot of other stuff hacked. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if it's related to this, but there has been a massive amount of data breaches. Microsoft had a data breach. I believe that affected Chase. So if you have a Chase credit card, you may have been part of that. I know that my seriously, Shelby, I believe it was Sarah's panel. Flow State was on it though, so I don't know. I'm not really a panel show, so I don't really play. Josie's always heated. I mean, you guys just have to understand that, you know, she's one step away from killing us all. Just telling you. So, so the data breach stuff, actually, I just had a credit, you know, I had an issue with my credit card recently that could have been part of that data breach. I don't know. You watched through Flow State? Yeah. Yeah, Josie got, I don't know. It was weird. She, yeah, it's true. She's French. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Google had one too. Okay. Yeah. A lot of data breaches right now. I don't know what's going on. So. Yeah, I've got his, I have his information. So the way it sounded to me is that he's looking for someone that can put him and Andrew together, and I can maybe do that, but I'm not. I mean, Andrew and I are not best buddies. We're on speaking terms, and he considers my stream a chill stream, where if he has a few minutes or you know, whatever, that he'll come on and hang out and just, you know, kind of relax or whatever. But I don't, you know, it's not like I'm, it's not like I have a direct line to him or anything like that. I don't have an Andrew phone, like a bat phone in my desk or anything. So, you know, he can, you know, he's a grown ass man. He can do whatever he wants. So, what was it she said? I don't know what she said. I'm actually surprised Arthur Daya is not here. What'd she say, Adam 87? I may have missed it. Yeah, I read. That's kind of how I read it too. I tell you, the stream I would like to go on right now is Hypnotic. Hypnotic, I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately, and that dude, first of all, he's funny as fuck, and second, he's based as hell, man. Like he really has a good take on things, I guess you would say. Super funny what she said. Yeah, Hypnotic. He's a gamer guy, really, but yeah, just look up Hypnotic on YouTube, and he's got about 50,000 followers or something. I'd like to go on his stream or do one of his panels. So he's super based. He's been just lighting Destiny up lately, and which is you know, of course, makes me happy. So. You know, that's pretty fucking funny. Not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking funny. You win the stream for right now, to be honest with you. That's pretty fucking funny. Now you got me doing it. It's in my head. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he has a he has some really good takes on stuff. I've been pretty happy watching his stuff. And I think that most people can watch it and understand it. He's fucking funny as shit. Well, with men he takes dicks, so you know. Oh yeah. Yeah, Charlotte Knight. Yeah, that would be although I don't think Hypnotic seems like he's not really a debater. Like he's more of a commentary guy, right? Like he's more of a satirist, comment, that kind of thing guy. He's not. I don't think he's a debater, but I would give anything to. I would really give anything to see some of that stuff go on. Andrew is on in 30 minutes. Cool. Yeah, I don't normally stream on Thursday nights. I may end early if it's already been on an hour, so I may end early. But go watch the TikTok invasions. Hang out with my wife. I normally Thursday nights I usually chill, but since I didn't stream last night, I felt like I owed it to you guys to come on and hang out and get some shit done. So, but yeah. Yeah, Andrew's going to do a TikTok invasion and light him up. I think Andrew has a lot of nervous energy right now, and he just needs to light some people up. That's what I think. What's up, JC Garcia? It's going well, man. It's going well. Charlotte Knight, we love chilling with the Gridsters. That's right. I'm not familiar with you, Charlotte Knight. Do I know you? Are we acquainted? Are we friends? Charlotte Night Star, the werewolf. Interesting. You're driving home. I'm supposed to text and drive, Arthur Daya. That's how people end up in the hospital. Yeah. The new Alien? I'm going to have to check that out. Your Siege's Lady Love. Okay. All right. Cool. Siege needs that in his life. Be nice to him. You're at a stoplight. Yeah, sure. Sure you are. Sure you are, Arthur Daya. Sure you are. Okay. Okay. From Glenn's crew. Yeah. Glenn and I seem to have an overlapping audience just because we both say some of the very similar things, but different. I have to be honest with you. Most of the new movies that have come out have been very disappointing. I'm actually very concerned about seeing the new Deadpool. Wicked Wally, you redeemed yourself. Did you? I hope that you smoked Church of Four into the dirt. Is he around? Is he in the chat? Is he like hiding? Supermarket Siege. Yeah, don't send me any money, man. Don't send me any money, Siege D. Made fun of woke, Fox, and Disney. That's awesome. I will have to see it. I may even go to the theater and see it. So Wicked Wally, you made it up, huh? You got it. You got it back. You got the mojo back. You beat him on Verbal Combat last week, but also tore Vigilante a new one. Oh, awesome, dude, on UVC. All right, cool. Yeah, JC. Okay, JC. So I get that, and I have the same thing. I read a lot of books, and then a movie will come out, and I'm like, you know the series that is not disappointing when it comes to the book is the new Reacher on Amazon. Or is it Amazon, Netflix, wherever the fuck it is, dude? That it is nuts. Hey, yeah, Wicked, come on up, dude. Come up, Wicked Wally. We'll jam for half an hour or so, but when before Andrew comes on, and then I'll call it a night. I might be moderating the UVC stuff. Yeah, Reacher. Yeah, you should definitely check that out. It's very true to the books. Now it is modernized a little bit, because they wrote the books back in like the 80s and 90s, and early 2000s. So they are modernizing it a little bit, but it is very true to the books. It's very true. The series that I'm really unhappy about, and I know the author, is the Bob Lee Swagger series. I really, really wish that the Bob Lee Swagger books would come back out as movies that are the same way Reacher is. What about Dune 1984 Grid? I find that one of the best Dune film based on the books by Frank Herbert in the 60s. I actually love the new Dune series because it is so accurate to the books. It's like if I was reading the book, that's what it would look like. And the same thing with the Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time series is like really, like, I honestly thought it was going to suck. I swear to God I did. I was like, man, Robert Jordan is going to just be fucking rolling over in his grave. But dude, the Wheel of Time is actually not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, right? Like they take some. It's a little woke with some of the female character stuff, but not much. I mean, they've really restrained it. It's like it's really good, and I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I hope they finish them. I hope they go through all of Wheel of Time. Yeah, the Amazon series. It's close to the books. I mean, look, it's not 100% because, and I, personally, I believe it's not 100% because it would literally, you serve them at a private event. Awesome, dude. Fucking cool, JC. It's a great. It's very true to the books. Now it's not. It's not 100%, and you understand why, because it would be like, it wouldn't be 8 or 9 episodes per book. It would be like 20 because they're so massive and there's so much detail. And but the Wheel of Time is really fucking good. And so it's just really good. And I like if I read the book and I go watch the movie, a little bit of look, I understand you got to cut stuff out because you've got time limits. You can't. There's only so much you can do in 2 hours. There's only so much you can do even in 8 hours of a series. Which is 45 minutes per episode. There's only so much you can put on camera and so much detail you can get into. But if you can make the movies as close as you can to the books and give the feel of the books, like Lord of the Rings, right? The Hobbit, all of that, man, that's great, right? That's great. Yeah. I mean, I just and Dune, you know, the new Dune miniseries on Amazon or Netflix or wherever the fuck it is. It's not a, I mean, it's a movie, right? But I like the first one and I like the second one, and they're really pretty damn close to the books, right? So the 1984 Dune with you're talking about the one with the guy from Durant, was it pardon me, David Bowie, right? And I don't know, man. It was good. I liked it, but I like the new series better. Sting, thank you. That's who it was. I like the new series better. I like the new movie. Yeah, the Wheel of Time. Yeah, he literally that, and he didn't finish it, the fucker. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I like the new one better, I think. You can't stand the nod. It's exactly like the books. It can't be exactly like the books, because books have so, you know, it's so interpretive, and you can span all of this time in a very small book. But a movie, you know, it's only it's 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. You just can't, right? And it's tough. I mean, it's really tough to do that. What's up, Joseph Oram? You'll send it to me on Discord? Okay. That's cool. It's easy to do. So, but I like Raymond E. Feist, Robert Jordan. You know, The Wheel of Time is really great. I love the Dragonlance books way back in the day, like 50 years ago or 40 years ago. Yeah, book you have to describe everything. That's true. That's true. It took you 3 nights to watch Doom Part 2? What were you doing, Nick? Somebody's beeping me. Oh, there we go. Dune, the alternative edition. Okay. I will I'll check that out later. The Magician series is very good. What's up, Angry Casper? Would you like to come up on the stage and chat for a little while? That's okay. I'm actually considering when Andrew fires up, maybe I'll shut down, because I don't normally stream on Thursday nights. So yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Minions and Gru take over world. You have to say that in a Gru voice. I can't, but Casper can. I don't know how we got off on the books and all of that, but that's cool though. Raymond Feist was, I mean, his books are great, man. If you haven't read them, they're really good. They're really good. The Magician is amazing. It's an amazing book. Yeah, Angel Berber, I'm not going to be on very long. I don't normally stream Thursday nights. I did this just as kind of a makeup stream for tomorrow. Chris Lestrange, if it's 4 a.m., dude, go to bed. Go to bed. 13 has you down. He's like, you guys need to hit the like button. Okay. Yeah, Crucible's about to get lit. I may I'm not even kidding. We may shut down here in a minute and head over to the I may shut down in a minute, head into my sunroom and kind of sit down in my favorite chair and watch Andrew wreck some people. Best you can do is grid 4. Okay. All right. That's cool. Yeah, I don't normally do Thursdays, man. So yeah, we'll raid them. Yeah, absolutely. We'll raid Andrew here. Are they alive yet? I think they are. Let me check. Andrew's live. Andrew should come on. If you're in the chat, Andrew, jump on. Yeah, you only have to jump on for a minute or two. It's okay. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be fine. So. Yeah, as soon as they go live, I'll do the redirect, and then we'll make it happen, Captain. One day, wait, what did I? You'll get grid 1, yeah. That'd be hilarious. I'm gonna raid Andrew. That'd be funny. 4 minutes until they go live. 4 minutes and counting. 5 minutes and counting. I see you guys over there. I see you. I got to do this. There we go. Andrew versus Cat debate. Yeah, that'll never happen. I'm not really sure that Cat. So I think Cat likes to have fun. I really don't think she enjoys at all being anywhere near confrontational, right? Like she'll laugh and joke and all that, but if you get confrontational or something, she kind of is real quiet. So. All right. It'll be unreasonable. The grid 1 channel is for airplane stuff, which I don't even do anymore. I mean, I do it. I just don't. It takes too much time to set up, and I don't like it. But yeah, there we go. Because Australia cannot be a country. That's funny. Cat and Andrew. Cat is so funny when Andrew comes on too. It's so hilariously crazy. It's just so funny. So, are they up yet? They are not up yet. 3 minutes and counting. 3 minutes. In the meantime, it was great having you guys on tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys do enjoy the. Tell them it's a grid 1 raid when you come over. Just say, hey, grid 1, we're raiding you. Just do it as grid. Just do grid 1 raid. That's all you got to do. They'll know. Okay. She's been having trouble with her computer. I'm not really sure what's going on there. So it's a good time. Good time for sure. Yeah, so the thing about this show is that I'm still defining my format, and as the closer I get to defining it, like earlier today, it was very clear that it was just basically all political, and my the format for the daytime show is becoming, I do a monologue, I do an intro, a monologue, and then in the last hour I have callers up, and I'm trying to figure out a way to make the callers easier and more defined, so I can have one caller at a time, and they get one question or two questions or whatever, and then everything is great. But it's a very interesting deal, and it's to me it's kind of nuts. So I'm defining and cleaning up and clearing up the daytime show format. The nighttime show, originally I had it set up so I had a co-host, and now I barely have a co-host in the evenings anymore. I don't really like to do big panels, although I like to do panel shows. I like to have people I like to have the discussion. I kind of try and limit panels to 4 people, maybe 6 if it's like something where we can go back and forth and it flows really well. Otherwise, I just don't really enjoy the panel format because everybody's talking over and all of that. No, that's okay. We're gonna. I'm just waiting to see Andrew pop up. He'll pop up in a second, and then we'll go ahead and end. I'm just telling you guys about my time and going. So I am working actively on getting all of this stuff that I've promised for the last month, like the merch and all of that. But seriously, Shelby, I appreciate the offer of jumping on, man. Also, I like it that half the time you type so fast, you type grind. I love that. I think that's funny. Angel Berber, I've been on enough panels now and enough shows that I understand what people really hate. Like I really understand it. Like when I'm sitting there watching a show and the panel melts down into 6 people trying to talk over each other, I'm just like, I'm going to go find something else to fucking watch. Right? Like I wouldn't want to see that. So I basically I'm going, oh, seriously, Shelby, it's totally cool, dude. I think it's funny. I enjoy it. It's a little bit of comic relief, right? I mean, for me, I would just prefer to have a show that I can relate to, that I can look at, that everything's cool, and that I can kind of follow along with, especially if I'm listening while I'm working and I can't watch it, right? Like if I have to watch the show to understand it, it's really not really worth it to me. You know what I mean? Like why am I doing that? And so I'm literally constantly thinking about what would you guys want to see, right? What would you guys want to see as far as, what the, if I were on where you guys are and I'm looking at this show, what would I want to see as far as content, as far as format, as how the show would run, So yeah. Well, I mean, I'm small enough now that I can, right? Like I'm small enough now that I can interact with almost everybody. Even if I can't actually interact with everybody, I can at least try, at least get as many people as I can. I can interact and talk to you. And people listening understand who I'm talking to because I identify. I'm like, Angel Berber, this is, and I read what you said. So I'm not just talking. It's not a one-sided conversation, and it's, hey, thank you. Seriously, Shelby. I really appreciate you saying that you'll come up. It really helps out, man. But I make you feel special. I'm glad. Well, I mean, look, I'm small enough right now that I can do that. As a show gets bigger and bigger and the chat goes crazier and crazier, that's not always going to be the case, right? That's just not. So, At the end of the day, like, I try really hard to put out a good product. And that's, I care about putting out a good product. I care more about putting out a good product than I do about making money, about pushing about getting more and more subs. It's very rare that you will hear me pushing you to subscribe, right? Although I hope you do. I'm not saying that it doesn't. It really does matter to me at this point that you do, but I have not really a middle break. It's just weird for me to do that, right? It's very strange for me to beg you for doing that, and I just saw that it changed. But we'll wait till Andrew comes up if that's okay with you guys. But I'd rather have a bunch of we're going to invade the TikTok invasion. How about that? That's what we're doing. And again, I'm small enough now that can happen. As the show gets bigger, as everything kind of goes the way it's going to go, I won't be able to do this, and I'll look back on this time as being like a great thing, a great part of the story, right? And that's what I really want. I really want this to be a great part of the story. The chaotic truth. I'm not familiar with that. Send me the link in Discord, man. A lot of people think that I know a bunch of stuff that I don't know. Like, I don't know what the chaotic truth panel is. I found, I find other panels literally, like, I just go on YouTube and look for who's live, and that's how I do it. I don't, unless someone tells me, hey, you should be on this show, or hey, I think that you would really enjoy working with this guy. I don't know. And I'm man enough to admit that I don't fucking know. Right? Like, that's the way it is, I think it's really ridiculous when creators will not admit that they don't know, or that they're new at this and they just don't fucking have a clue. Like, I don't have a fucking clue. Like, I'm sitting up here right now and I'm just talking to you guys just like I'd talk to anybody else. Fortunately, I'm good at that, right? Fortunately, I'm good at it, at just randomly talking to people. So that works out in my favor. But come on, you guys, this is not easy stuff, man. It's not easy stuff. So yeah, ego. I have the first thing in racing, the first thing you do is kill your ego. So, but if you guys know a stream that I should be a part of, if you know of something, feel free to throw it in my Discord, man. You don't have to, you don't have to say it in public. You can say, hey man, I think that you and this creator would be fucking great. You guys would really hit it off. Or you can be like, hey man, you should go and talk with this person because you guys have exactly the opposite viewpoints, and you guys will probably have a really good conversation. And so, it's I would rather do that than I will hear words I'm not used to hearing, probably. But and one of the things that I lack is I lack a staff where I can say, hey, Siege D, could you find me a channel like X, like whatever, like, whether it's a female, a channel that's hosted by a female that I can go on and talk to about conservative values, who thinks that they're conservative, but maybe they're not as conservative. Go find me this, and try and get me on there, right? Or find me 4 of them and try and get me on there. I'm used to having a staff, to be honest with you. I don't have that anymore, So I'm retired. So it's me and, and anyone who volunteers to help out, and that's it. So is what it is, man. It just is, Yeah. Producer, scheduling agent, whatever you want to call them. So, production assistant, yeah. So, well, Mr. E only works with a stream, so that's part of the thing. Siege D, and I don't, and I'll be glad to talk to you about this privately. Is I think you need to focus your efforts a little bit, and I think you'll be great. I think you will be great. So, yeah, Andrew has Mr. E, and Andrew has a staff, I think, of 4 people, at least, that I know of. So, and he needs them, right? I mean, you've got to have them. Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty fucking arrogant. I just tone it down really well. 13. I'm telling you, 13. I promise you, I'm pretty fucking arrogant, but I am who I am because of the fact that I can tone it down and from time to time. But come on, guys, you've heard me say that I don't say things that I think I'm wrong, right? Who just hired Moon? I don't know who Moon is. Yeah, that's what happens when the chat gets too big. You can't even read it, right? Who just added Based Moon? I don't know who that is. Andrew? Oh, okay, cool. I don't know who that is, but cool. Who's Based Moon? So, the thing about a lot of the streams, and most of the streams, the female mod in Crucible. Okay. I don't know that I paid any attention to her. So apparently she's been a mod from the start, Sirius Shelby. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I see Moon now. I don't think I've paid any attention before. So Mystery is very good at his job, and he, I like Mr. E a lot. Mr. E's a solid dude, 100%. Yeah, their chat moves really fast, man. Yeah. Yeah. She's been added to the payroll. Yeah. Well, that's what happens. The guys that put in the time, they do the volunteer work, and they're there from the beginning. A lot of if you're working with somebody worth working with, as that moves forward, they start paying you. Like they start actually paying you and all of that. I don't know if I'm that arrogant, Silvar, but like I told somebody the other day that they're like, oh, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm right. I wouldn't have said it if I didn't think I was right. Now I've been wrong before, but I absolutely do not say shit if I think it's wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. But in the meantime, I 100% believe I'm right. Like I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to be like, I don't know that I'm right or whatever. Cause I think I'm right. 100, if I say something, I believe it's right, and I will stand behind it. I'll die on that hill. He hired a female. Yeah. I don't know what, maybe as a mod or something. I don't know. You're so happy. Arthur Dia finally made it home. I like the way that a lot of this fear just kind of feeds itself, and you go from one creator to the other, to the creator, to another creator, but the content is different. It's great. I really like that. Yeah, look, everybody has talents, whether we see them or not, right? Like, when I was on the race team, I had somebody that was when I had my race team, I had somebody who was very, very good at doing all the artwork. The guy was in Australia, and he did all of my artwork for me, basically for free, just because he wanted to be able to show his work to other teams, and obviously, pictures are, drawings are great, but pictures of cars on track are better, and that's what we did. We did that, and he helped me out. I helped him out. It worked out great. But there's always, I don't care what you do, almost everything you try, you're gonna need to have a network of people to help you out. I'm not really good at taking the time to reach out to people to be guests or to collaborate or anything. I wouldn't even know where to start. And that's why, that's one of the things that I need. That's something I need to get done. I need to fulfill this hole that I have. And that is, that I do not have someone that can find people or put me on panels or whatever. And, without that, I mean, it kind of sucks for me, right? Kind of sucks. It's not the best, but it is what it is. So all of these previews on Andrew's stream, man, it's tempting me every time I start thinking, man, it's about to go. I have someone talking to me on the Twitter. I typed into AI generator cyborg greyhound. That's funny. I got to log into Twitch now, guys. Go see my own show. I never pull it up. I never pull up the Twitch. Never watch it. It's going to be somebody that wants wants to sell me something or whatever. It looks sick. Look at Andrew. Andrew's artwork, man, is just awesome. Robo Siege is pretty good. Stream 4. Okay, so we have someone on Twitch that is chatting. Promises they're not a robot. That's cool. To the person on Twitch, this stream is it's largely just men's advocacy, a lot of political satire. The evening shows are about basically whatever I want to talk about that day, and a lot of relationship, financial advice, that sort of thing. If that's cool, that's cool. Arthur Dia, Grok is a AI that Elon Musk is building on Twitter. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Andrew's up, guys. We're going to end the stream and send you guys over there. W's in the chat for the stream, for Andrew, for Arthur Dia, for all of you guys. You guys are great. Thursday night streams are not my jam usually, but you guys have a great evening. To the person on Twitch, thanks for dropping by. I stream several times a week, so hit the alert button or whatever they have on Twitch and catch me next time. You guys have a great rest of the evening, and go hang out with Andrew. Go raid Andrew.